So here's the thing, no one needs to buy physical media anymore. So why do we keep buying it? Hi, my name is Frank. Welcome back to channel 33 RPM, your channel for vinyl gear and more. This was an interesting comment that someone said to me recently, right? Like 2021, really, with the amount of streaming options out there, none of us need to buy physical media. Yet us collectors keep on buying it. And the question is, why? And I hear a lot of different reasons from you guys through doing these videos. A lot of you say you just like to own a physical copy of your favorite records. Other people say that they don't want to rely on the internet for music, right? You got a streamer, but the internet can go down. All of a sudden, you have no more music. Other people tell me that they just don't like the concept of renting music, right? You don't actually own the music. You're paying a monthly fee and you're renting the music. Those are all valid points. For me personally, while I do like streaming, I think the whole concept of streaming does devalue music, which is interesting to me to even come to that realization, because I feel that way about music, but not necessarily about movies. And I'm a huge movie fan. We have movie nights, I have friends over, we have discussions about movies, we analyze movies, but I am more okay with streaming movies, not owning movies. Not that I don't own any movies. I probably have 100 Blu-rays and I have some box sets with my favorite movies, my favorite directors, John Carpenter, Brian De Palma, that sort of stuff. The rest I stream, and I'm okay to stream it. Maybe that's because with a movie, unlike music, right? Like I can get a record and listen to it in a month like a dozen times. And I guess that's probably where movies differ, right? Even my favorite movies, my all-time favorite movies, I won't watch them more than, I might watch them once a year or once every 2 years. So maybe that's sort of the difference, at least in my mind. By the way, before I get too far into this, I gotta say to all you record collectors, if you're not aware, movie collectors are just as nuts. Movie collectors are just as crazy as us record collectors. They have alternative artwork, they have limited editions, they have these steel books, they have these exclusive versions of movies. So guys, it's not only us record collectors, as I said, movie collectors, exact same boat. Back to the point I was making at the beginning of this video, that at least for me, streaming seems to devalue music. When I own a piece of music, when I own a collection of songs on vinyl or on compact disc, I feel more of a sense of ownership over that music. I feel invested in it. And I don't get that same feeling when I stream music. Streaming music can also be very overwhelming, right? There's almost too much choice. And I hate to say this, because we all like choice. But the thing with streaming, maybe it's missing that filter, I don't know, but check out some of these stats just to show, this can show how overwhelming the streaming services can be. This article I was reading recently said over 100,000 new songs are uploaded to the music streaming services every single day. That is 700,000 songs a week. Holy crap. And according to this recent article, apparently up to 20% of songs uploaded to Spotify are never listened to, right? Or no one ever hears them. So how crazy is that? I mean, there's almost too much going on in the streaming services, right? There's almost too much for us as humans to grasp. We're just faced with this wall, this huge amount of songs, and man, it can be a lot. What it's done, I think, is it has created this scenario where many of us just listen to 5-second snippets of a song, 10-second snippets of a song, and we just move on. That's how disposable it is. If the song doesn't capture the attention of some of us, probably myself included, in that 5 or 10 seconds we just move on because there's so much more choice, right? It's like the movie equivalent. You're on Netflix, you're just scrolling through this as little previews come on. If they don't get you in the first seconds, you're done, you're moving on, right? It's kind of the same thing that is happening with music. And this is, at least for me, where the sense of ownership is so important. As I said, if I'm buying a record, I feel invested in it, right? I'm gonna give it more than 5 or 10 seconds. I've spent whatever, 20, 30 bucks on a record, and I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna digest it, and I'm gonna try to experience the whole thing. And just to me, it does not seem as disposable. I mean, there are other reasons why I like physical media and I keep buying it. It's the artwork, it's the liner notes. I'm a nerd. I like to know who produced it. I like to know who wrote which songs. I like to know where they were recorded. I like to read the thank yous. I like to read all that stuff. I like the artwork. I like to sit down with the physical product and read it. And of course, there's the whole ritual of physical music, right? We've talked about this a lot. Whether it's a compact disc, you take it out, you put it in the tray, close the CD player up, or for even more of an immersive experience, vinyl, the whole ritual of putting on the turntable, cleaning the record, lowering the needle. I mean, that really cannot be replicated on streaming services. That said, a lot of the stuff I mentioned too can also be seen as an inconvenience, so I totally get it. I am not against streaming in any way. I was gonna say I love streaming. I like streaming. Love might be a strong word. I like streaming. I probably stream more music than I do listen to physical copies. I'm working, and it's kind of a pain to get up every 20 minutes to switch a record or whatever. I'll put Spotify on, I'll put Tidal on, I'll listen to music. I stream music while driving, so I do stream a lot. So please don't take this as an anti-streaming video. There's no turning back on the world of streaming. That is where we are, and that is the world we live in. And most people stream, right? Those of us who collect physical media are a small minority. In a shrinking minority? I don't know if we're still shrinking, but it is a minority of people. So yes, physical media. No one needs to buy that stuff anymore, but I still do, and I still enjoy it. How about you? Let's chat music streaming versus physical media in the comments, and while you're at it, check out this video I did on CD nostalgia. See you there in a couple of minutes. Till then, keep on spinning.